Hey all, Justin here, Brown Bear Components. This is the shop truck, and I wanted to just give you a quick look at what we've got going on. So we have been doing our power upgrades and dyno testing. We knew the clutch was kind of a little bit funny on this truck to start with. Just wasn't a great feel. After doing the majority of the power upgrades and getting the new pump in, we started to get some slippage. So the flywheel's been machined, just waiting on some new bolts for the flywheel there. The pressure plate and the flywheel both looked like this. So they're actually a little bit gouged in the center. So they were needing to be resurfaced or replaced. We've got a new pressure plate coming. I've got a new friction disc. We get over to here, just been cleaning up the bell housing. This is the old shaft bearing. Just kind of get in on this a little bit. Now, this bearing here is a little bit growly. It's the one that supports the back in the cover there. And the throwout bearing there has seen better days. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna replace that throwout bearing. We've resurfaced the flywheel, replace the friction and the pressure plates, put new seals in the backing of the cover here. So this goes on the outside. And then you've got, these are your shafts. So these are your clutch shafts. They're splined. Now, some of these are pretty good, and some of these are not so good. Now this one here, not sure if you can see it, has had a little bit of knocking back and forth. Now, this came out of my 366. So this was when I first got it. You can see there's a little bit of wear. I've got a couple of spares over here, one that's come out of the shop truck and then one that's come out of a spare cover that I have here. Cleaned up the bearing surfaces today. So just gave those a little bit of a polish and a clean. Same thing with the flanges. And we've cleaned the splines up, and those will get re-greased when we put everything back together. But for now, we're gonna get the new bearing back in the back. Put a new spigot bearing in the back end of the crank that goes right in there in the center of the flywheel to support the end of the shaft. And hopefully get this thing back up and going this week. I know it's another short week, but today's Easter Monday and we're just getting a bit done. So we've just cleaned up the end of the housing here because this had a ton of shit built up on it. You can see it has a little bit of corrosion on it, but what we've done is we've put it in the lathe. We spun it up with some Scotch-Brite and cleaned it up as best we could, and just to make sure it's a nice usable piece for the throwout bearing to slide back and forth on. So what happens is the throwout bearing actually uses that as a guide. Let me grab this. I get it dirty again, but that's all right. So this slides over that, and then that should freely slide up and down. Now you can see I haven't cleaned this throwout bearing because, well, it's fucked. So didn't really want to worry about that. But yes, this does need to get replaced. She's a bit cactus, was still working, but you know, one of those things. If you're going to do it right, you just replace all the bearings and do things correctly. Anyways, that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to get everything back together in here after a little bit more cleanup, and then this week back in the truck and more dyno testing with the Big Bear pump, and then we're going to do some injectors on it as well. Thanks for having a look, and this is Justin with Brown Bear Components. Check out our website at brownbearcomponents.com.au.